and jump into our warm-up here. All right, so if you don't have your shoes on and you're still trying to get things together, you can just join us whenever you're ready. All right, so go ahead and get those feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, reach up nice and tall here, reach up with those shoulders, pull that belly button in, keep that core nice and tight, squeeze the butt. All right, and then we're just going to fold forward. Take a nice deep breath in, come all the way back up, reach up, keep that core tight, squeeze your butt at the top, and then fold forward. Keep a slight bend in those knees, letting that head hang heavy, stretching the hamstrings and back out here. Nice deep breath in. Reach up nice and tall, squeeze your butt as you reach up, and then all the way back down. We're gonna do one more here, nice deep breath in. All the way up, squeeze your butt at the top, right hand, grab that left wrist, keep that core tight, keep the glutes engaged, and pull to the side. Couple deep breaths here, breathing into that side body. Big deep breath in, left hand grab the right wrist, squeeze your butt, keep that core pulled in, and pull to the side. Come all the way up, reach up nice and tall, fold those hands down, widen the feet out a little bit more, and just hang here. Arms are crossed, ragdoll, let that head hang heavy, let the back and hamstrings stretch here. And then we're gonna go rock side to side, get that right elbow outside the right knee, left elbow outside the left knee. All right, just get a little sway in here, about 20 times here. Loosen that back up, waking those hamstrings up. All right, go ahead and place both hands on the floor. And we're going to step back with both feet into a plank position. And we're just gonna rock forward, stretching those wrists out a little bit, and then come back, all right? Get those hands underneath the shoulders, rock forward, come back, rock forward, and back, forward, and back, forward, and back. So, what we're doing here is we're basically going from your traditional plank, pulling those shoulders back and down, activating those lats. And then as we go forward, this is a front leaning rest. So you're putting more of that emphasis on the core because you're leaning forward. All right, and you're stretching those forearms out as well. Go ahead and come down to your hands and your knees. And we're going to start with some twisting here. Place that left hand in front of your face, reach up nice and tall. And we're gonna reach under, thread the needle here, shoulder to the ground, ear, side of the head to the ground. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then we're gonna come all the way up, 5 reps, reach all the way up, and then all the way back under, 5 times. Place that right hand in front of the face, reach up nice and tall here, big stretch, big reach, and then bring that hand all the way through, thread the needle, shoulder to the ground, side of the head, ear to the ground. Just hang out here, 2 or 3 deep breaths here. And then reach up nice and tall, and we'll go through 5 times. All right, staying on our hands on our knees. All right, we're going to go into our bird dogs. We're gonna extend that right arm out, getting that bicep and shoulder up near the ear. Pull the shoulder back and down so those lats are engaged. Drive the left heel straight back. Make sure our hips aren't rotated here. Get them nice and even. Bring the elbow and knee together. Press them together here. Hold for about 5 seconds. Create some heat and tension. And then extend out. We're going to do 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. And then go ahead and switch it up. Extend that left arm out, thumb is facing straight up. Kick that right heel back. Bring the elbow and knee together. Hold it together. Create some tension here. Let everything kind of heat up. And then extend out. Kicking that right heel straight back. Don't lift it up in the air. Right? Kick it straight back. Keep your core tight. And take your time with it. It's not here, okay? All right, so since we got a lot of upper body going on today, we're gonna go ahead and lay all the way down, facing down. We're gonna do some, let me move this out of the way here. We're gonna do some I, Y, T's, W's, A's, all right? So we're gonna start off with our hands over our head, pull those shoulders back and down, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come out into a Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So while you're doing these, if you're not actively pulling your shoulders back and down, we're not getting the right muscles warm that we want to get warm. So make sure when those arms are in the air, you're pulling down, okay? Out into a T. Same thing here, 5 times. Now we're gonna bring those hands in towards our ears. Leave the elbows up, tap the elbows or forearms to the ground, and as you come up, squeeze that scapula together. And then we're gonna take those hands, palms facing up, really reach down so the shoulders retract and go down the back. Tap the back of the hands on the ground and squeeze up. And then back up to I. Now we're gonna go through it a little bit faster here. All right, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into a Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. T. 1, 2, 3, 5. Bring those hands in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into an A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then back up to an I. One more time. Into a Y, into a T, bring those hands in towards the ears, forearms to the ground, squeeze that scap together, and into an A. And now what I want you to do is we're going to stay right here, is we're going to bring our hands up into an I. And we're just gonna flow through I, Y, T, W, and A. So we're gonna be here, 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 and then here. And then swim that back all the way up. Go through it 5 times. I, Y, T, W, A. Swim it back up. I, Y, T, W, A. Back to the top. I, Y, T, W, A. One more. I, Y, T, W, A. And then place those hands down. Press up into a plank. And then into a downward dog. All right, walk that out a little bit. Start. Shoulders should be feeling pretty warm here. We'll start getting the hamstrings, the low back, and the legs warmed up. All right, so now I want you to take that right heel, drive it up towards the ceiling. And I want you to bring it all the way through, right knee, right elbow, and then back up. Drive that left heel to the ground, come across the body, right knee to left elbow. Drive the knee back up, or leg back up. And then we're going to swing it right in between our hands and just sit down into this runner's lunge. We're going to be here for about 5 seconds. We got 5 hip rotations going one direction, and then 5 hip rotations going the other direction. Now I want you to take both hands, put them on the inside of that right foot, and what we're going to do is we're going to dip our left hip down towards the ground, pushing this right knee out, and then come back up. So dip that hip down, back up. If you can make it to the ground, awesome. I can't do it, but it feels great on that hip. The IT band, TFL. We're gonna do 5 here. That was 3, 4, 5. Now slide that foot back into a plank, back into downward dog, walk it out. And before we get to the other side, we're going to come back to plank, 20 mountain climbers. Then back to plank, or back to downward dog, sorry. Drive that left heel up. Drive the right heel towards the ground. Bring the left knee to the left elbow and hold. Drive that heel back up. Left knee to right elbow, coming across the body. Drive that heel back up. Drive the right heel down, get a nice stretch, and then swing that left leg through into that runner's lunge and just breathe and hold. All right, 5 hip rotations one direction. 5 hip rotations the other direction. Bring both hands on the instep of that left foot. And we're going to open, drop that right hip down towards the ground, open up the left hip, and then back up. When you come back up, get all the way back up into that lizard lunge, and then back down. Back up. Back down, back up, back down. One more time, down, try to get a little lower, back up, bring those hands or feet to, or back to plank position, sorry. It's Monday. Now what I want you to do is walk your feet to the outside of your hands, grab the front of your shoes, toes, whatever. Drop your hips down, drive the knees out. Try to keep your chest up, looking straight ahead. And now drop your head and lift your butt. Straighten those legs out. We're gonna do 5 of these here. And if you need to, you can shift side to side. If you're tighter on one side than the other, drop the hips down, chest up. Really driving those knees out. You can shift side to side here. Drop the head, the hips. Drop the hips. And lift the head. Drop the head, lift the hips. Drop the hips, lift the chest and the head. We got one more here. Drop the head, lift the hips. All right, we're gonna drop back down into that squat. Right hand to the ground, reach up to the left. Reach up to the right, and we're gonna do 10 here. 5 on each side. Both hands on the ground and just press back up, and then slowly roll it up. All right, and then we're gonna wake everything up on the legs if it's not already woken up. We're gonna go into our single leg touchdowns. Stand on that left leg first, shoulders back and down. All right, slight bend in that front knee, drive the hips back. Take your time here, find your balance. Let those muscles wake up. Just give me 3 hops this time at the end. So come down, just a little hop 3 times. We're not doing any jumping today. It just helps get those muscles fired up. All right, you can switch to the other side. Keep that back nice and flat. Shoulders are pulled back, slight bend in the knees. Drive those hips back. All right, take those arms. When you're done, oh, three hops, my bad. Almost forgot the 3 hops. All right, shake those arms out, fling them side to side here. All right, back to front or back to overhead, down and backs, whatever you want to call them. Just open that chest up. The shoulders warm, then flings again, and then alternate back and forth. All right, so like I said, we're going to be starting off with 40 seconds of bicep curls, 20 seconds of rest, 40 seconds of skull crushers or lying tricep extensions, 20 seconds of rest, and then 40 seconds of reverse plank and really opening up that chest, okay? So our bicep curls, I'll demonstrate here with a slam ball. All right, so we're gonna be here, squeeze everything up. Keep that core tight, all right? If we have heavy weight, we don't wanna do this. We wanna lean forward a little bit, keep a crunch in that core, and be right here. Or if you feel that in your lower back any, you can put that foot back and really lean forward into that and really get some good tension in that core, all right? Lying tricep extensions, lying on the ground. Feet are flat on the ground. We're actively drawing in our belly button and pushing it into the floor. All right, we're here. That weight comes down, whatever your weight is, to the forehead, and then press back out. Okay? And then our reverse plank. We're here. Fingertips are facing your feet. Find a comfortable position, drive the hips up, and I want, instead of having your head and ears next to your shoulders like this, I want you to pull and try to extend your head back and pull those shoulders down your back and get into that reverse plank so the scapula is being pulled together, okay? All right. We're going in 10 seconds here, starting with our bicep curls. Get ready, and go. If you have one light weight, you can do one side for 30 seconds, or 20 seconds, the other side for 20 seconds, or you can curl that weight up, and then 1, 2, 3, coming down, so that you can create more tension through the movement. Ten more seconds here. And rest. You got our skull crushers or lying tricep extensions next. We're going in 10 seconds. Go ahead and get ready here. It'll take a couple seconds to get into position. All right, and go. Keep those elbows right where they are. Just bend at the elbows. Let that weight come back right to the hairline. And of course, it all depends on how long your arms are and if you have a hairline. 10 more seconds here. And rest. Shake those arms out. All right, go ahead and get those hands in place. 3, 2, 1. Pull those shoulders back and down and drive the hips up. All right, so those shoulders need to be away from your ears and your face. Squeezing that scap together, squeezing your butt, keep that belly button pulled in. $15 more seconds here. Three, 2, 1, and rest. That reverse plank is a pushing and pulling motion at the same time while you're actually not doing anything. You're pushing into the ground, activating those triceps, pulling the scapula together, and getting those mid-traps, rhomboids, scapula all involved. All right, we got about a minute here. Shake it out, grab a sip of water. A little quiet this morning, my apologies. 30 seconds to go. Hope everyone had an awesome Sunday yesterday. It was beautiful outside. Went on about a 12.5, 13 mile hike. So, wore me out a little bit, but I feel great. Mentally and physically, just a little tired. So, got 10 seconds here, going back to our bicep curls. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that butt, keep that core engaged. Curl that weight all the way up. If you're doing these right, when you're lowering that weight and squeezing that weight up, you're gonna feel that core engage. And it might not burn, but you should feel it engage. Right here, as you pull up, right there, you should squeeze that core. Going down, it's squeezed to control the weight down. 10 seconds. And rest. Ooh. 10 seconds here. Go ahead and get back down on the ground. Get ready for our lion tricep extensions or skull crushers. Feet back and go. Make sure you keep that belly button pulled in. You're pressing the small part of the back into the floor, keeping tension in that core. One more. And rest. 20 seconds of rest. And then we're gonna go back to our reverse plank here. Shake those arms out. We got about 5 seconds, so get those fingertips facing your toes or slightly out to the side, depending on how it feels on your wrist. And drive those hips up, shoulders away from the ears, pulling the scap together, pressing into the floor. Squeeze your butt, pull that belly button in. There shouldn't be a lot here that's not engaged or active. $15 seconds. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Slowly lower it down. Shake those arms out. We got one more set here. A little less than a minute. Ooh. Keep shaking those arms out. Keep them loose. Alternate them back and forth if you need to. Both back, both up. Just keep them nice and loose here. We got 30 seconds. When we get done with this, we're gonna take a couple minutes to go over the movements for our grind and your modifications. So at that time, if you already know the movements, you've seen the workout, go ahead and grab a sip of water, whatever you need to do to get ready for the grind, okay? We have about 10 seconds here. Go ahead and grab your weight. Squeeze those glutes, pull that belly button in, keep that core engaged, pull the shoulders back and down, and go. 10 seconds. And rest. Shake those arms out. Whew. Go this way so I can actually see the clock this time. Go ahead and make your way to the floor. Get into position for those skull crushers. And go. Pressing that belly button, or pulling that belly button into your spine. Pressing the lower back into the floor. Keeping that core engaged. "15 seconds. And rest. Whew. We're not done yet. We saw a reverse plank. 10 seconds. Go ahead and get those hands or fingertips facing the feet. 3, 2, 1. Bridge those hips up. Pull those shoulder blades back and down. Shoulders are away from the face and the ears here. Pressing those hands into the floor, creating some burning sensation in those triceps. Squeezing those shoulder blades together so you feel it between in the scapula, lats. Then squeeze your butt, pull your belly button in. There you go. All right, feel it now. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. And shake it. So, on this workout, if you have a heavier weight, you don't have to work one side then the other side. The rep scheme is still low enough to where you can do, a hang snatch. So we have 5 swing snatch on one side, 5 swing snatch on, or we have 5 swing snatch on one side, 5 push press on that same side, 5 swing snatch on the other side, 5 push press on that side, and then 10 tempo goblet squats. And all that means, I don't mean you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or anything like that. It's just a slow controlled movement, all right? So on our swing snatch, if I'm here, I'm gonna take that weight, I'm gonna swing it overhead 5 times, then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna push press 5 times, and then I'm gonna take that weight and I'm gonna go nice and slow. And then as soon as I hit the bottom, I'm gonna stand back up as quickly as possible. All right? So you have 5 swing snatch, 5 push press. 5 swing snatch, 5 push press. Or you have 10 swings, right? It can be here, 10 swings, and then take that heavier weight, 10 push press. Same thing with the slam ball, all right? Slam ball over here, we have our swings. When we come here, we have our push press, all right? You can also replace swings with a slam ball with slam balls if you want to. All right. So we're gonna do 1 minute of sit-ups. Then we're gonna do 3 minutes of those snatches, push presses, and squats. So you're just gonna go through that circuit for 3 minutes. At the 4 minute mark, we're gonna go to 1 minute of push-ups. All right. Then we're gonna do 2 minutes of that circuit. So we've done 3 minutes, then we're gonna do 2 minutes of that circuit. Then we're gonna do 1 minute of sit-ups again. Then we're gonna do 1 minute of that circuit, but we're not gonna use weight for our squats. We're gonna do air squats, all right? And then at the end, we'll have 1 minute of push-ups, and then we're gonna go through that whole thing twice. So getting through it one time is 10 minutes, going through it twice is 20 minutes. If you need a break in one of those 1 minute sit-ups or push-ups, just get up, shake those arms out, walk back and forth, take that minute, recover, and then jump right back in and get busy, okay? So, I may have to, today, have a lighter weight on hand. I'm gonna try to do as many variations as possible. I'm gonna start my first round with a slam ball, and then go to a heavy torpedo weight, holding double, and then going to a lighter one. So if you're watching me, I'm gonna be doing a lot of the modification stuff, those first 3 minutes, and kind of going through using a slam ball, a heavy torpedo, and a light torpedo. And then after that, whichever one I feel comfortable with for the rest of the workout, that's what I'm gonna stick with, all right? So, right now, what you need is a spot to do sit-ups. You can do straight-legged sit-ups, okay? You can have those legs straight out. You can sit all the way back, hand touch the ground, come up, touch your toes. You can bring your heels in. You can come here, cross your arms, sit all the way up, have your chest touch your quads. Some of you may have an ab mat or something at home. You can use an ab mat, right? Butterfly crunches, all the way up, touch your toes to the ground in front of your toes, all right? So 1 minute of sit-ups, 3 minutes of a circuit, 1 minute of push-ups, 2 minutes of circuit, 1 minute of sit-ups, 1 minute of circuit, and I'm gonna be talking through this whole thing. And then after that, we have another minute push-up, or try to talk through this whole thing. All right, so hopefully everyone can see me. Hopefully everyone has an understanding of what we're getting ready to do. I will do my best to yell it out to you. I'll also do my best not to skip out on exercise like I did on Friday. So, here we go, going in 10 seconds. All right, we're starting off with 1 minute of sit-ups here. So whatever sit-ups you're gonna do, 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice and fresh here. This is a good opportunity to really get some core work in. Twenty seconds. All right, to your feet. You got 3 minutes here. I'm gonna start off with swings with the slam ball, right? So I got 10 of these. If you have a lighter weight, you're doing 5 swing snatches on one side, 5 push presses on that side, then 5 swing snatches on the other side, 5 push presses on that side, and then going to your squats. Less than a minute. Seconds here. Three, two, one, and push-ups. Shake those arms out. Whatever push-ups you need to do. If you need to be on your knees, awesome. You need to go all the way down, hand release, press up. All right, we got 30 seconds here. Ten seconds. Three, two, one. Back to 2 minutes here. All right. Swings, push presses, and squats. Less than a minute. Ooh. Make sure you're keeping that chest up on those squats. Take your time on the squats right here. got 30 seconds. 10 seconds. We'll be back to our sit-ups. 3, 2, 1. 1 minute of sit-ups. Whew. Fifteen seconds. Three, 2, 1. Back to your feet. Back to your swing snatches, push presses, air squats this time. This is your time. This is your time to go faster in your squats. You've practiced your form under tension. Twenty seconds here. Three, 2, 1. Back to push-ups. So we're going from push-ups right into sit-ups coming up. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. Three, no wait, 3, 2, 1. Back to your sit-ups. Starting round 2. Twenty seconds. Three, 2, 1. Back to our 3 minutes of work. All right. Swing snatches, push presses, goblet squats. We're going for 3 minutes here. nice tempo on those goblet squats. Focusing on your form, really keeping that chest up, keeping that weight in the midline of the body. And then right back to those swing snatch and push press. Ooh, got another minute here. Thirty seconds. Going to push-ups in 3, 2, 1. And push-ups. 1 minute. Ooh. Ooh. 10 seconds. All right, going in 3, 2, 1. Back to our swing snatch, push press, goblet squat. 2 minutes here. Ooh. On those squats, keep those elbows up, chest up, drive those knees out, keep that core tight. No good morning squats. Got about 45 seconds here. We go to sit-ups. 3, 2, 1. Sit up. Whew. Twenty seconds. Three, 2, 1. 1 minute, here we go. Swing snatch, push press, air squats. Here's 30 seconds. Ooh. Come on, finish with 5 push press. 10 seconds. Push-ups, last minute. Oh. Ooh. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. And rest. Ooh. Take a minute. Shake those arms out. Oh. All right. Keep shaking those arms. 10 times, fling side to side. Alternate back and forth 10 times. If you can lift your arms over your head. Down and back, 10 times. Take that right arm, come across the front, pull the shoulder down and away from your ears and your face. Take that front hand, place it between your shoulder blades, pull back, stretch the triceps out. A good lift and move day. Not crazy intense, as intense as you want it to be, as intense as your weight allowed you to be. So if you had a heavier weight, it's probably pretty intense. If you had a lighter weight, your heart rate may not have got up really high, but you were able to sustain a pace, right? Grab behind that elbow tricep, widen your feet out just a little bit, pull to the side. Really breathe into that side body. About 3 to 5 breaths here. And if you want, you can drop that outside arm out with a little extra reach. Making sure that chest stays opened up here. Come all the way up. Left arm across the front. Pull the shoulders down and away from the ears and face. Take that hand that's in the front, place it between your shoulder blades, pull back. Let that stretch take place in the triceps. Straighten that left arm out, reach behind the tricep or elbow, widen the feet just a little bit, pull to the side. A couple deep breaths into that side body. And then you can drop that outside hand, reach a little bit further, 2 or 3 more breaths here. Making sure we keep that shoulder back, chest opened up. Come all the way back to the top. Widen those feet out. All right, so let's make our way down to our hands here. We're gonna walk it to the outside of our right foot. Hang out here with me for about 10 to 15 seconds. Take that right hand, place it on the foot or the floor on the outside of the ground, of the foot, sorry. On top of the foot, on the shin, quad, whatever you need to do, and open up that left arm all the way up to the ceiling, sky. Big reach here. And come all the way back down. And we're gonna open that back up again. Back down, back up, back down. 2 more times. Bring both hands to the ground, walk it all the way over to the left side. Hang out here outside that left foot for about 10 to 15 seconds. You can either place that left hand on the ground, the foot, the shin, the quad. Open up to that right side. Oh. Back down. Open up. Back down. Open up. While you're here, you can drive into that left foot here. Okay? Or that right foot, sorry. Drive into that opposite side there, that right foot. Back down, 1 more time, all the way up. Bring it back to the middle. All right, now we're gonna make our way down to our hands on our knees. And we're gonna do some cat-cows here, all right? So, come all the way in, breathe in, press down into the floor, push those shoulders away from the ears, and on your exhale, head goes down, hips come in, spine goes up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll do 1 more here. Breathe in, breathe out. Widen those knees out, feet together if you want. Drop those hips back into the heels. Just sit here. About 3 to 5 deep breaths. On the exhale, let those hips sit back into the heels. Reach that right arm out to the right side, left hand on top. Breathing into that left side body. Exhale, let the left hip drop into the left heel. 3 deep breaths here. And slowly walk it over to the left side, right hand on top. Breathing into that right side body. On your exhale, let the hips sink into the heels. Bring it back to the middle. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to lay all the way down. This is our last stretch. Extend the left arm out, bring that right hand in towards the chest and armpit. And we're just going to roll towards that left shoulder, placing this foot right behind the leg, foot on the floor. And then you can press with that right hand to get a little extra stretch, or you can take that right hand, place it behind your back, and then open up your chest. We're gonna hang out here for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then we're gonna do the other side. 2 more deep breaths. Slowly come out of that stretch. And I'm gonna flip around here this way so I don't have my back to you. That right arm straight out. Bring that left hand in. Rotate those hips. Roll over onto that right shoulder. Still pulling that shoulder down and away from your ear. All right, a couple deep breaths here. If you want, you can take that left hand, place it behind your back, open up that chest, and breathe. Bring that left hand forward. Slowly roll yourself onto your stomach. Bring that right hand in. Make your way up to a kneeling position. And give yourself a big round of applause. Awesome job. Way to stay.